First of all, what was that? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
Hey girl.
Hey y'all, I'm Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before I jump right in, y'all know I like to jump right into it. I must state the obvious. Yes, one of my hands is red and one of my hands is not painted because I haven't painted this hand yet, okay?
And your
I
wig.
decided I wanted to paint my nails when I watched the show and I didn't finish because I have to work my equipment, okay? Anyway. Y'all know what it is. If you don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you a hater at this point. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel and follow me on all of the socials. You know what? I decided I'm going to, what do they call it?
Girl.
I'm gonna flex and I'm gonna say who follows me, a cool person that follows me on Instagram every week, because, you know, I kind of feel like that's kind of funny. This week, Van Jones started following me on Instagram. So if that's not enough to convince you to subscribe to my channel, honey, you know you're a hater. Anyway.
You gonna say something about this wig? Cause
we are gonna get started. A couple of things that I wanted to start with on this episode that I wrote down that were just general things. Rachel at the beginning of the episode said, so far, Jose is my soulmate.
Girl, what?
It's been 24 hours.
8 hours.
How is he your soulmate already? So far, like that's not even a thing. You know what? So far, you're my soulmate. No, either you're that person's soulmate or you're not.
You're not.
Do y'all even know what a soulmate is? Y'all need to Google the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame and just a regular ass person.
Most of y'all just regular.
Like, that's ridiculous. So far, he's my soulmate. I know I just met him yesterday. You sound dumb. Anyway, the second thing is Bao and Johnny. First of all, I brought them up because I wanted to talk about the hotel rooms that the couple spent their first night in. The show obviously advertised that it was the Intercontinental. The hotel rooms were trash.
Terrible, honey. I wouldn't even let my mama stay in them.
The hotel rooms were trash. They sucked. They were tiny. They looked dirty. I'm like, can we even get them a suite?
Yeah, can we get a couch?
Why do they have like the worst rooms in the hotel? Can they get like a little like living room situation?
No budget.
Ugh. Anyway, I'm bougie like Mirla, but we're gonna get into it. And then the last thing I wrote down as far as the episode goes is y'all gonna stop showing shit we already seen Lifetime.
Please.
Y'all are gonna stop re-showing things that we've already seen. Give us some new footage. We already saw everybody get like, you know, carried into the hotel room. We already saw these like conversations that happened. Like, stop showing us stuff we've already seen. First, y'all know, okay. Y'all know every week on my channel, what do we start with?
The most boring couple.
The most boring couple. You're right. Oh my God, you're so good. You're such a good subscriber. Anyway, we're gonna start with Bao and Johnny, the most boring couple of the week. I think it's honestly between Bao and Johnny and Rachel and Jose, but let's go with Bao and Johnny first. They're very boring, but they are cute to me. First of all, I said, did y'all see Bao on the bed with her hands like this?
Looking awkward as hell.
Girl, if you don't cuddle with Johnny want to cuddle with you so bad. If you don't stretch your arms out, honey, and kiss your husband. Bao went through her text messages and found out that Johnny ghosted her. I don't know if Johnny ghosted you. I just think that the conversation kind of fell flat, probably because you weren't holding up your end of the conversation, Bao. Like,
ooh.
If he said, I would love to take you to the museum, and you don't say nothing else, and he don't say nothing else, girl, I think the ball was in your court. I don't know. I feel like I need to go through those text messages.
She should have been like, when we going?
I'm so paranoid today. Anyway, did y'all notice that when Bao met Johnny's family, Johnny's aunt said, you can call me auntie. I actually noticed that in a lot of cultures, I know it's sort of an American thing, but in a lot of cultures, you call your elders auntie. And that's from talking to just friends that I have from different cultures. I believe that's true for Vietnamese people. Also in Indian cultures, it's typical to call people who are elders, not necessarily your aunt, auntie. And it's also the same for Nigerian culture, which is pretty cool. So, you know, it's just kind of one way to show that our cultures are very similar. even though we might think of them as like drastically different or whatever.
Ooh, she's cultured.
Why did Johnny's auntie say that Johnny can stay at home and be a Mr. Mom?
I don't know why the hell she said that.
Baby, what are you talking about? And why did you say that? That was just such an odd thing to say. Why did she say that?
I don't know what she's trying to do.
I don't know. Anyway, Johnny still loves his dad. His dad said,
Girl, oh my God, it's 5 minutes
sorry,
in.
I yawn. Johnny said, I know that my dad loves me so much. How do you know, Johnny?
Ooh, how you know?
Because you said your dad missed very big moments in your life. He gives you terrible old-ass advice. He didn't show up for your wedding. I mean, your dad's a terrible person, Johnny. I'm sorry. You need to let it go, baby. You need to go to therapy and cut your dad off. I'm sorry. You deserve better than that. And if he's not going to step up and be a good person and be there for you emotionally and actually physically be there for you, then you deserve better. Sorry.
And pay child support, y'all?
Bao kind of was getting on my nerves towards the end of the episode a little bit when she suggested that they might want to sleep in different beds because she don't want to wake him up with her snoring, and he was like, no, we're gonna sleep in the same bed. Girl, what? This your husband. Honey, this is your husband, not your best friend, your husband. Oh, and your best friend. Actually, girl, if you don't get it together, baby, grow up, Bao. Damn.
Okay, stand up.
Anyway.
Don't bow, stand up, hell.
Johnny asked Bao what she likes sexually, honey. Sexually. Mm-hmm. And Bao said, you know what? The way that you've kissed me in private and things like that lets me know that you could be a good lover. Okay, now hold on now, Bao.
Okay.
Listen, the way that they're able to communicate, well, let me rephrase that. The way that Bao was able to effectively communicate her feelings and how she appreciates Johnny was really, really great to me. I like that.
Are you yawning again?
However, I didn't really like Johnny's reply. Bao let you know that, and this could have been edited, right? But Bao was sitting here letting you know that some of the things that you've shown her and the communication styles that you guys have is on the right track. And then you said, I don't like anal. Yeah, not interested in doing it. What? Can we stay on the same type of conversation that we're having? I don't know.
Girl, if you yawn one more time.
Johnny said that he wants to stick his private parts exactly where they're supposed to go. Baby, says who?
Where the manual at? Okay, what are the rules? Because I don't have...
Anyway, Bao said she and Johnny have been cracking the shell. Baby, forget the shell, honey. You want Johnny to crack your back, okay?
Okay. Clank, clank.
I know, I'm wilding today. My dad's probably watching this like, oh my God. Anyway, let's move on to Ryan and the Redhead.
And a yawn.
I'm so tired. I don't know what it is. Oh, I do. I stayed up all night. Anyway, Ryan and the Redhead. First of all, I wrote down, y'all both awkward AF.
Boring, awkward, sleep.
They are so awkward. I'm sorry. I'm like...
silent.
Sometimes I really do wonder, like, what do white people talk about when they just are just by themselves?
You watching it?
And I'm really looking for them to have a really good conversation, and it's just showing me, I'm like, what do y'all talk about? Like, what do y'all talk about when a person of color is not involved in the conversation? Does the color get removed from the conversation as well? I'm like, what the hell are y'all gonna talk about? Ryan really wanted to kiss his wife the first night. That was cute.
Golf?
He did the little head shake that a lot of guys do. He's like, yeah, I'd really love to kiss you.
Oh Lord.
What's up with that bobblehead move? Yeah, I'd really love to, if I could kiss you. I'm like, baby, is your neck okay? I would say, baby, listen, we can kiss after you get your neck figured out, okay?
Chiropractor.
Anyway, I said Ryan needs a little bit more personality. He was like, oh, I'm hoping that, we don't run out of things to say. Well, you figure out some more things to say.
Okay, and hurry up.
Because you're the boring one. Brett knows how to have a conversation a little bit, child. Not much better, but a little bit. Ryan, you need to stop crying and get on to trying having a conversation. Okay, I lost you a little bit on the end there, but you see what I'm saying, okay?
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay.
One thing that I thought was weird was when Brett met with Ryan.
Just drink every time she yawn, y'all, at this point, because...
One thing that I thought was weird was when Brett met with Ryan's family. Brett was like, so what about me? How do you think we got matched? I don't know. We don't know you. This is our first time even having a conversation with you.
Right.
How would we know how you and Ryan got matched? We don't know you at all. That was such a weird question. I think that Brett, based on this question and based on the am I Ryan's type question, she is searching for validation.
Ooh, child, searching and wishing and hoping and scratching and praying, however the song goes. She
is searching and scratching for validation, honey, and I don't like it. I thought Brett was a confident woman, but I'm starting to feel a little bit differently about it.
Searching for pain.
Brett said she's scared of planes. She said, when I told Ryan that I was scared of planes, his eyes got a little bit nervous. No, baby, that's how Ryan always looks. He always looks like he's looking for his next high, okay? Like,
girl.
Like, Ryan is always looking like he is about to jump off of a cliff. Like, what's going on, Ryan?
Yeah, what's he holding back?
And I'm really trying to figure Ryan out. They said that he likes to make pies and he's super introverted, but he's also a player. How did he get women with no personality?
Girl.
Ladies out here, we have to reevaluate our standards, okay? Not me, y'all. Because,
okay.
OMG, how did Ryan get into your drawers?
Please explain. I need to know.
Child, anyways, let me move on.
Girl, don't make them mad. Move on.
Next. Did y'all notice I got a mosquito bite on my head right here? Oh my God. Y'all probably can't even focus on the video with this damn monument.
You can't even focus.
Child, focus. Focus on me. Focus down here, not up here. Anyway, number 3, let's move on to Rachel and Jose. Rachel and Jose.
Okay, and yawn.
Jose was feeling himself when he got undressed on the honeymoon night, right? She was like, oh, I want to see what you got. He's like, oh, I might have a little something. Yeah, baby, you have a little something, Jose, okay?
Tiny bit of something.
Baby, me and your chest is the same size, Jose. Anyway, I thought that Rachel and Jose, they've kissed a ton since they met each other. You know, so that's a really good sign that they are on the right track.
Girl, go to sleep.
I wrote down Jose is a sex fiend.
You ain't lying.
He's a freak.
Freak nasty.
Yeah, he has a very high libido because all he wants to do is kiss Rachel in the mouth.
And make love.
Like, I don't think he can think about much else except for kissing her in the mouth, and that's all he wants to do. I said, Rachel, it's been 8 hours, and you're talking about how great things are going. Things are going so well, I have no idea what we would even fight about. I actually said those exact words to my husband, I think like maybe 3 or 4 weeks after we had started dating. It's like, wow, what would we even fight about? Honey, let me tell you, there's plenty. Okay. Rachel is dirty. Now hold the hell up for a second. Why is Rachel's family so disrespectful? Why do they hate her?
I don't know why they like that.
Why are they so jealous and insecure of Rachel? Because there's no other reason, honestly.
Truly. Besides
jealousy and insecurity and just pure hatred and disgust, for them to be talking about Rachel the way that they do. From her vows, the things that they said at her wedding and had everybody read out loud or hear out loud, to telling Jose, wait till you see her car. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. if I was meeting somebody who was marrying my sister or who had just married my sister, I would be going on and on about how to support my sister, what a great person she is, how beautiful she is on the outside and the inside. I wouldn't be saying, oh yeah, wait till you see her house. Yeah, she's gross. What's wrong with Rachel's family? I hate the fact that they're not super supportive and uplifting. Rachel admitted that she's not a huge saver. She doesn't save money very well. That's such a turnoff, right? And then at the end of their sort of segment, Jose packed some condoms in the bag, and Rachel said, we can't get pregnant with those, and tossed them to the side.
Girl, a mistake.
Girl, I think you want to listen, I don't care how long you've been with somebody. I think that it's really a really good idea to spend a couple of years, anywhere from 1.5 to at least 1.5 to 3 years, just being married and getting to know each other. Even if we've been together for a really long time. My husband and I have been together for a really long time. But, you know, we've been married for a few years now. And we really know what it means to be married. You know, we have a house now. We really know what it means to like really go through shit together. And we've just done a lot together, and we've been married for a while now. And, you know, that's the time to start talking about adding on to your family, and not like 24 hours after you meet somebody. I don't care if you are married. And I don't care if you've been together for a really long time either. Being married is not exactly the same. It's more of a commitment. Whew, child.
Let them know.
All right, I increased the light in here a little bit. I'm kind of sad because the sun's starting to go down. It's 7:30. Usually I have light until 8:30, so that's a sign that the summer is coming to an end. Hated it. Anyway, next let's move on to Michaela and Zach. Anyway, the fact that they're cuddling is cute, but did y'all notice that Zach looked physically uncomfortable that morning after they'd spent the night together, and Michaela had her head all on his chest, and she was like talking to him with her morning breath, and he was like baby, his head was gonna be off the bed in a minute.
Okay, leaning off.
I'm like, girl, can you get your head off? Your hair probably itchy. I don't know what it is, but something he don't like about this. And he's like, it feels so good to cuddle with her. Well, why was your head hanging off the bed then?
Okay, riddle me that.
Oh my gosh. Me personally, I don't like to talk in the morning. My husband will jump up and start having a whole conversation, and I'll be like,
with my eyes closed.
I like, baby, my breath stank. I don't have time for this.
At least you know.
Anyway, Michaela told Zach that she's not jealous, but she's possessive. Oh, we know. We're about to see. Michaela's sisters gave Zach some really good advice, and I think it's such good advice for anybody who's in a long-term relationship or anybody who's married. And they said, gas her up. Nobody likes to have an idea that they're super excited about, but their partner's not. And I was like, that was just a really good reminder for me even, because I really try to do a good job of gassing my husband up. And I say that's the difference between having a boyfriend and having a husband. When you have a boyfriend and he has a stupid idea, you just say, that idea was stupid. I hate that idea. But when you're married, you can't put your husband down like that. You can't put your wife down like that. You say, okay, let's explore that. And that's just the way it is. So gas up your other person, your significant other this week, okay? That'll be a little reminder for all of us. Honestly, I wrote down, I love Michaela quite a bit, but I wish she was more polished. It really has not much to do with her looks, because she dresses cute and everything. I just really, her personality, it's like she needs to take a step back and read the room a little bit sometimes. From her walking down the aisle and saying, you are gorgeous, or do you want babies? Like in the middle of the wedding ceremony, to like being the loudest one at the table with Zach's family. I think this is just a skill that you have to acquire, but a lot of y'all could probably use some training on just reading the room, being poised, I learned this from, honestly, it's just genuinely who I am. I'm very observant. And I'm a Pisces, so we tend to be able to
chameleon,
walk into different rooms and just fit right in. But also, it's about executive presence. And, you know, I know that's very corporate-like, but when you are meeting your spouse's family for the first time, they are the executives, and you want to have executive presence. You want to come off as very you know, poised and put together, and you want to meet them where they are. If they're turning up, honey, you can turn up a little bit, but you don't want to be on 10 and they're on 2.
Like Michaela, so.
That's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think, because y'all might be like, I'm going to be my authentic self no matter where I am. I hate that advice. Well, baby, if you hate the advice, then guess what? What you want me to do? Jump off the bridge? I don't understand when people tell me stuff like that. But anyway, y'all, I don't care. This is my advice. Anyway, but I do want to know what y'all think. Anyway, I wrote down Zach's dad dancing with Michaela because her dad was not present. Perfection.
Now that's class.
Perfection. What a class act. And that's what I mean. Some of y'all just don't have class like that.
Girl, get off of them.
I'm proud to say my dad, he when he wants to, he has class like that. He would be the dad that jumps in and say, I want to dance with you.
When he wants to.
And that's one thing that I love about my dad, and I saw in Zach's dad at that moment. So that was beautiful. The only thing I will say though is, didn't the producers know that her dad had passed away?
Right.
Why did they say, Michaela to the dance floor for the father-daughter dance? Don't y'all know that her father is no longer with us? I found that to be very disrespectful. And then Zach's dad had to jump in. How disrespectful was that?
Tasteless.
Weird. Michaela said something interesting during this episode. She said, I don't believe in fighting. I saw how my parents fought and I thought, I don't want to fight like that. Girl, with your lying ass. We about to see you fight in a minute. You look like you ready to throw hands, okay? And if you want to get rowdy, that's your business. I think it's toxic personally. But if that's how you handle, you know, being upset, that's how you handle being upset. Maybe you can work on it. But don't lie and say you don't like fighting, because we literally saw you swinging in the previews.
And you about to get an attitude next week, too.
Anyway, the last thing I will say is Michaela, or two more things. So Michaela said, how many pairs of swim trunks did you bring? And Zach said, oh, I only brought 3. And she's like, 3? That's not enough. Baby, my husband got 1 pair of swim trunks. And I bought them. How many pairs of swim trunks do y'all husbands have?
None.
Baby, he hang those up and he wear tomorrow. It's not like a swimsuit. He not flaunting, trying to look like a bad bitch at the pool. He just trying to have some swim trunks on. I mean, anyway, the last thing is Michaela and Zach had sex.
Okay, obviously.
And Zach was very happy. Now, we didn't get any notes from Michaela on this, though. Was she satisfied?
I mean, the odds are not in her favor, but girl, okay.
And that's tea. Anyway, last but certainly not least, let's move on to Mirla and Gil, the last couple. I wrote down, Gil is so funny and corny with his jokes, but he's so cool at the same time. I really like Gil and his personality. He's the perfect balance of uptight and easygoing, isn't he?
Yeah.
Something about Gil, he's just so easygoing that just makes you just have fun around him and loosen up. And Mirla is starting to get the picture right now because she's loosened up around him quite a bit. Both Mirla and Gil's fathers passed away because they were murdered. That is a crazy thing to have in common. But, you know, Gil, his father was murdered when he was 14 years old, and Mirla's just 6 years ago. And, you know, it's such a tragic thing to do trauma bonding, but to have somebody who relates to you and knows what you're going through when a family member has passed away or when you've both lost a loved one, that is a way to make a connection. And you can't say, that person doesn't know how you feel, because they do.
Right.
And, I mean, it was just really touching to hear Gil tell the story about how he was there and called 911 at only 14 years old. How tragic. And how strong Gil must be to have gone through that and recovered, and not, some people go through tragic things like that and never recover.
Amen.
And he must be he must have a lot of perseverance. And so I really admire Gil. The one thing I will say though is, has Gil gone to therapy to deal with these traumas?
Right.
At 14 years old, you know what I mean? And he said, it was tough to push through that, but babe, you don't have to just push through. Therapy is a resource for you. You should utilize it, and it's never too late. So I want to encourage Gil to just go to therapy to help deal with, maybe some wounds that he didn't realize that he still had from losing his father.
Yes.
I sound like I could be Oprah, don't I?
Okay.
Oprah, can I have your damn job?
No, baby.
And who is taking Ellen's job anyway? Hell, I need somebody's in this. Anyway.
Well, let's move on. Oprah don't be cussing though. Yes, you.
Mirla didn't feel like talking about the loss of her father at that very moment, which I completely understand. It had been a long day, and maybe she just wanted to save it for later, which she ended up doing. The one thing I will say though is Gil said, "Would you like a foot rub?" And she was like,
Girl, bye.
Baby, he said, "Would you like a foot rub, not a titty rub?"
Okay, that part.
And I would have taken him up on that if I were you. Especially after your wedding night, you've probably been dancing in heels or whatever. You could have got to see his skills. That was just something that he wanted to do solely in service of you. And you said no. I think that was, you closed the door there. That could have been a really great opportunity to build intimacy between you two that wasn't like really sexual, because you hadn't kissed him yet. He knew you weren't going to kiss him. He knew y'all weren't going to sleep together. He just wanted to rub the feet, baby, so he could do something for you and be nice and kind. What's the problem, Mirla?
And be intimate.
Oh my gosh.
She's annoying.
I thought that, first of all, where are y'all's families at?
Mirla and Gil.
The couples met each other's family. Where are y'all's families? Gil had Mirla meet with two women. Who are these niggas?
Okay.
Who are these women? Who are these women? Why are you meeting with them? Who are they? And where is your family that was at the wedding? Were these ladies at the wedding? Because I didn't see them. Where's your homeboys?
Right.
And then Mirla had Gil meet with her brother and her friend, the black dude. Who's the black dude? Where'd he come from?
Out of nowhere.
I'm just confused about who these people are. Where is Mirla's mama at?
Donde.
Everybody speaks Spanish. So where is Mirla's mama, and why is she not meeting with Gil?
Exactly.
This is very odd to me. I'm sorry. And y'all know Mirla's mama rubbed me the wrong way when she was acting shady towards Gil. At the end of the day, I thought Mirla and Gil were having a lot of fun together. Mirla said the honeymoon was whack. This is not a honeymoon to her. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm bougie. I agree.
Right.
But this is married at first sight, baby. You didn't think they was going to send you to a 5-star resort, did you?
They need to, but...
Honey, this is all inclusive. Like, they don't have the budget, or they be acting like they don't have the budget when they totally do have the budget to do it, right? Especially for 5 couples, free publicity, 2 or 3 episodes worth of footage to show off the resort. They definitely have the budget and the resources to do it, but they just don't. And I'm sorry. I would never book that place for myself to stay in on any vacation, let alone my damn honeymoon. Sorry, I agree with Mirla on that one, but I'm bougie and I know, and I'm not even afraid to say it.
Okay, the shade.
Anyway, at the end of the day, Mirla said she's easy to please, and Gil said, Gil said, what? And she said, am I high maintenance? What are you saying? I'm high maintenance? And he said, yes. I don't know. Yeah, I think she's high maintenance. What am I even fooling myself? Listen, I was just second guessing it because I don't consider myself high maintenance at all. But I'm not out here buying Prada Louis Gucci, or however the song goes by Carly Rae, child.
Gucci, Fendi, Prada.
That's not my thing. I enjoy good food and vacations and quality time. But Mirla, you know, when Louis Vuitton and all that type of stuff was in your wedding vows, you bougie as hell, and you need to reevaluate some things. So anyway, I hope that y'all enjoyed this reaction video, honey. Okay, comment down below. I want to see what you thought. I reply to comments as often as I can, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.